makes food. Don't forget to slap, bang, jingle jangle, fucking Mel
video,
subscription video. Yo, welcome back to the Fortnite
Bumbles
food.
Kitchen,
Bumbles
time for
Kitchen,
food,
Bumbles Kitchen,
hit
Bumbles
like,
Kitchen,
slap
Bumbles
like,
Kitchen,
fuck
fuck the like button, fuck the. A lot of people have been asking me recently how to make my signature dish, the sloppy Bumble. We're going to go through it here. Nope. You need the base. Now, if you're one of those non-meat eaters, don't use meat. Lamb here. Some carrots. They're good. Onion. I don't think I've ever eaten a meal without an onion in it. Oh, it looks a bit manky there. Deal with that as and when we come to it. You know, classic sofrito. You have your carrots, you have your onion, you have your celery. I'm not doing that. We've got pak choy, which I think isn't disgusting. Lemon. I've blended up some spices here. Use whatever spices you want. Also, use whatever meat and vegetables you want. You know, I've used these. You just use... A sloppy Bumble is whatever you want it to be, really. Coriander seed, cumin, and paprika. Something like that. Probably too much paprika. It's a bit red. I had a lot of spice mixes that I made. I'm moving. Just don't worry about it. So I've got a pot here. It has a lid. That's not important. Sometimes I do this in a non-stick, but you can't get that nice bond. That's what chefs call when you put a bit of brown in the bottom of the pan. So I've got my meat. Ooh, I'm going to just salt it up a bit. And I'm going to take some of my seasoning and just put that. I've chopped all of the ingredients already. I didn't think that would be very interesting for this video, so I'll just pepper in. Chop. Like here. The fucking... you're going to see a lot of water leave and a lot of fat start to separate. I didn't put any fat in my pan beforehand because it's 20% fat lamb. But you see how this is going grey? That's not what we want. We want it to go like a golden brown. We want it to go a nice golden brown. So I'm just going to leave that to sit until it's done. It's been a few minutes. And if I flip this now... Oh yeah, that's what we want. That's fucking Flavour Town, baby! You see what I meant earlier about the burnt bit on the bottom? That's what we want. That's flavour. Now, if I was less lazy, I would think about sweating some onions off somewhere at the moment, maybe in a different pan, and then introducing them together. I'm just gonna... fuck. Oh, sorry, I just accidentally knocked the off button on my phone on this screen thing. Gathering. Fucking hell. I'm balancing the camera on plates, so, you know, whatever. So, we're going to take some onions. I'm just going to sweat these onions. Sweat? I don't know what that means. That's what I hear chefs say. Cook. I'm going to cook them. I've done these in, like, half moons. You can dice it if you like a smaller onion. I'm lazy, so this is how I've done my onions. And I'm just going to fuss with this a bit, you know, just move them about. Probably doesn't need it. Probably don't need to do this, but I like to. It's one of my favourite parts of cooking is fussing. You might think I'm using like a lot of salt, but I'm actually using flaky salt, so it looks more voluminous than it actually is because it's crystallised and quite airy. Just chop it up because we're making a slop, right? We're not making like a burger. We're making a slop, so we want like pebbles of meat rather than a whole patty of meat. So just chop that up. And then I'm going to whack in some carrots. I've just chunkily cut these into, I'd say a triangle. Yeah. I'd say a triangle of carrot, but you can call that whatever you want. If you wanted it in smaller pieces, like you dice the onion, you could grate the carrot. I don't care enough about that, and I'm just putting these all in. Come back to this every few minutes and just fuss with it while these carrots cook down. If I was using mushrooms, I would have put the mushrooms in first, but I don't have any mushrooms. That's life, you know. I've mixed this all together now as it cooks down of my seasoning. So I'm going to hold some back. So while they're cooking, you know, I'm just going to whack in the pak choy anyway. But oh, Jesus fucking Christ, man! How long are you taking to cut that? Well, dude, just chop it. Look, I'll fuss with this. You just fucking finish chopping it, right? Don't give me any fucking lip. All right, thank you very much. Can you put the greeny bits to one side? Because I actually want to put them in after this is all cooked. Because thank you. But towards the end, because I don't want them to wilt down and cook too much. They're a bit like adding spinach. You know, you don't want to. Sometimes I leave this for, you know, half an hour. Sometimes I leave it for 10 minutes. Depends when I want to eat. I don't normally use my temperature thermometer thing, but I'll use it now and just centigrade. I don't know anything about that. Well, just cook it till it's cooked. So I've been fussing with this every couple of minutes for a while. I've let it sit as well, and you'll see. So you've got this brown gold on the bottom of the pan, where everything's been getting all roasty toasty, and it's kind of awkward to do this. Here, if I put you on here we go. It's been getting all fuck! I dropped my phone in the food, but as you can see, there's some shit stuck on the bottom of the pan. And that's flavour, and that's what I'm going to use this orange for. I forgot to cut this orange earlier. So, boom! Yeah! Just fucking guess. That's what I do. I'm just going to take the green tops from the 30 seconds a minute or so, and then we're done. So, while I fuss and mess with this, just to recap. So that's whatever meat you want, seasoned with whatever seasoning you want, accompanied by any vegetables you want. That is the cornerstone of a sloppy Bumble, cooked in this style. Or a different style if you prefer. Who cares? Right, we're going to assemble a sloppy Bumble. I like to use these flatbreads. Because they're just so sturdy, you know. They're just, you get a normal wrap and you just, look how fucking sturdy these cuts are. Look at that. And they don't fit in the toaster, so I'm just gonna, the top of my toaster element is metal, so I can just use that. So don't judge me. Toast your fucking flatbreads however you want. So I'm gonna use some of this sour cream dip. So we've got some tomatoes to go on. We've got my toasted flatbread. As you can see, there are toast marks on it, like it does toast it, so don't have any time for your fucking sass. About an eighth total of that sloppy Bumble mixture we made, so I can have two of these, and it comes in roughly at whatever calories it is of all the ingredients we used. So just keep that in mind. I'm just going to whack on a bunch of tomatoes here. I put cheese on it if I was being decadent, but I'm trying to be good, so I avoided cheese. And I always like to finish off with a couple of fresh wedges of lemon. So, cheers. Really good. It's a bit lemony. Look. Now I'm banging whatever Bumble. If you come back in 2 days, I'll show you a really good way to make a slightly more what's usually leftovers. Oh, great, you're here. So to make our sloppy Bumble quesadilla, we're going to use these flatbreads again, or, you know, whatever you want. I'm going to use a cheese, because this is a slightly more decadent. In this case, I've just got we're going to take our frozen leftovers, and we're just going to pop them in the microwave, and I'm just going to mix it for a few minutes until it's warm and cooked and stuff. But I'm not actually that hungry, but I want to film while it's still light outside. Correctly divide this. Just didn't even need a knife. Just fold it, and then it just. Huh, how convenient. A little bit more oil. Cool. So I'm going to whack in some of this flatbread and just let it start frying on the bottom there. It would be way easier if I just did this. Yeah, like that. I microwaved a portion of this sloppy Bumble. So I'm just going to put that on here. You can just do one side cheese. I'm going to do both side cheese because this is supposed to be a treat version of a sloppy Bumble. If I can live a little, I'm going to cover it with its little hat here. Some of this cheese at the bottom has started ooey gooey, nice and boozy out there. And then I'm going to flip this. I'm going to grab the lid for this pan, and I'm just going to put a little bit of water in. And I'm going to put the lid on, and that's going to steam it. That's going to get all the cheese melty. So now, look at that. Look at that cheese. Just don't know if you can tell, but yeah. Yes, cunt. Yes, cunt. That's a treat. This is a Sunday treat. I wouldn't have this during the week. It's far too decadent. But, you know, the weekends are for cheating. That's what my fucking wife used to say. Anyway. This is pretty much done. Let's do it. So I'll just... I can rotate you round here. So I'd plate this up on a plate, a little cheese toasty Bumble thing. Got my slop in a delicious quesadilla style object. Sauce on the side rather than in because it's awkward. I'm going to try the sloppy Bumble flatbread melt quesadilla